First of all, please click the subscribe button down below so you can get more of my videos. I haven't posted for a while because I've been spending time creating my website. I've made a political socialist blog website that will discuss current affairs, that will critically analyse British capitalism. And I've been busy writing and preparing my website. There's a link to it down below. Please check it out. There's going to be at least one article every week on all aspects of British society and politics and law and so forth. So please check it out. I will continue posting videos on here, of course. The website's called All Things Important Politics, or ATI Politics for short. I've put a screenshot in the video right now, and there's links below. Maybe one day it'll be a full-blown media organisation. But ultimately, I want to be a part of a movement that will one day defeat capitalism. Maybe not in my lifetime, but millions of people in Britain and in the Western world in general, they get their news from the corporate media and they are told that there isn't an alternative. You have to be a wage slave. You have to rent yourself to a completely tyrannical institution and have no democratic say or participate in the decisions of that institution, or be able to elect any management. You have to work 40 odd hours a week. You have to work in a market economy where the profit motive and supply and demand and the price mechanism dictates what is produced, dictates how we allocate our resources. We can't have economic planning. We can't have workplace democracy. We can't have common ownership of those productive forces, of those means of production. We can't have a classless society where there is no exploitation of labour, where there is no landlord, where there is no such thing as a boss, where everything is democratically controlled by workers' councils and by consumer councils, and the interaction of those deciding what is produced, how much time we want to spend at work. We can't have a society where exchange value is replaced with use value, where we don't produce simply to sell it for profit, but we produce because it's been democratically decided that that's what we want to produce. We can't have a society where machines and robots and high technology is used for the benefit of everyone so that we can spend more time with our families, doing leisurely activities, creating things that we want to create, and doing other things that is part of our natural design. We are told that we can't have that, and that instead we must have this system that is based upon permanent growth, permanent exploitation, permanent consumption, where you have to have massive corporations shove their adverts down our throats, socialising everyone into being passive over-consumers, where they have to have the latest Nike trainers or Gucci handbag, where there's a massive amount of duplication of effort and waste in our economic system. There is an alternative. The alternative is called socialism. It's a very broad category, but that is ultimately what we want to bring about. A commonly owned society, a classless society, where everything is democratic, all institutions, where there is a massive amount of economic planning, where there is hopefully a massive superabundance of our wealth, because there wouldn't be hardly any waste in this society, because capitalism is incredibly inefficient and incredibly wasteful, because you have a massive amount of administration and marketing and resources that are spent because firms are competing against each other instead of spending more time producing what we actually need. And they spend an incredible amount of time marketing products, designing products and producing products that we wouldn't necessarily want to have produced if we had democratic control and input on production. We wouldn't necessarily want a new style of trainer that doesn't really give any more benefit to the user other than it simply looks a tiny bit different. We wouldn't want planned obsolescence. That's another feature of capitalism, because firms, of course, have to maintain the profit motive, so they are disincentivized to produce goods that will last a long time. And I want to be a part, in my writings and videos, to show people why we can have an alternative. And the alternative is not Soviet Russia, and it's not China, which is far from a workers' state, and anyone who thinks it is, in my honest opinion, are smoking crack, because it's not. We can have an alternative society, and although it might not happen in my lifetime, and although it is an overwhelming force that is capitalism that has completely took over the whole globe, it is still possible to change this system. Capitalism has only been around for a few hundred years. Before that, there was other forms of exploitation, but we can overcome it. I want to be a part of that change. I hope you enjoy my videos, and I hope you enjoy my writings. Please check my website out. There's going to be much more to come.